Hello world, this is Lisa Friedrichsen, and in this short screencast I'm going to show you how to fix a problem on a file that you've already published to the JCCC web server. And note that all of my YouTubes for this class can be quickly found by clicking the Web 110 HTML5 CSS3 link. So I'm going to pretend I'm a student and I have published this file. It's for the Pacific project, which is out of Chapter 2, and I'm on my home page index. I've called it Index 1 because if I call it index, I don't get this. If I call it index, the index file automatically loads. If I call it anything other than index, like index 1, I get this cool thing called directory listing. So if you want to preserve directory listing on your folders, you may not have a file named index because it will automatically load. Just rename it to index1.html and you'll get your directory listing back. Now obviously directory listing is somewhat of a security hole, so most servers do not allow this. We have directory listing here at JCCC to help students find their files and folders. So this is basically the only time when I will allow you to divert from the file and folder names in the book, and that is when you'd rather call your index file index1.html. But here I am, I've published my files, I'm looking at index 1, I'm clicking my links to go back and forth between the home page and the yurts page. Everything seems to be working fine, except I noticed that I've got a spelling error. So I don't want to miss a point for that. So how do I fix luxury to luxury? Well, once your files are published to the server, you cannot edit them there. All of your development work happens locally using a text editor, and if you're on a Windows machine, I'm recommending Notepad++. There are several good editors. For Mac, I recommend Text Wrangler. Sublime is another great tool, and it works similarly on both machines. Brackets is yet another great tool that you might want to consider using instead of Notepad++. But I have to open up that file, and it's in the Pacific folder that I want to fix, and it's called yurts. So here I am on my local machine, on my local copy of that yurts file, and I'm going to change luxury to luxury and save the file. So now I've fixed the spelling error locally, but how do I fix it here remotely at the JCCC web server? As I refresh this page, it's still not fixed. Well, that's because I have to open up FileZilla and republish those files. I'm already connected to JCCC here. So here I am in my Web 110 folder. Here's the Pacific folder that contains the two files that I want to replace, and I could drag those files individually. I find it slightly more handy, however, to drag the whole folder. Here I am in my Web 110 folder, and notice ... whenever I double click ... I go back a level. So you can go through your directory tree here by going forward by double clicking that folder, or by going back a level by clicking ... And here's my public_HTML folder. I'm going to drag Pacific and drop it on public_HTML. I'm going to open up public_HTML now and double click Pacific and make sure that those two files with the latest files timestamp are there. And then as a final litmus test, I'm going to close FileZilla. I don't need it anymore. I'm going to go back to that page and refresh it. And now luxury is luxury. So I've fixed my error. Thank you.